Yay!
Good. Yes. Yeah, that's right. There.
Tiny, do you want the bolts with the round heads or the ones with the square heads?
Round heads, please, Stripy.
Round heads. Right. On the yes please pile.
Geronimo! Yes! Smart or what?
Do you ever get the feeling that a job is never, ever going to get finished, Tiny?
Oh, I know what you mean, Stretchy. Come on, everyone. We must work faster.
Righto, Tiny. Let's go!
Oh dear, I'm holding everyone up again. Maybe I could speed myself up a bit. If I turn that this way, maybe I'll go a bit faster, Teddy. Then Tiny will be pleased with me. You see, Tiny says we must work faster. 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 Tiny says we must work faster.
Oh! Good gracious, Stripy! You're in a hurry.
Tiny says we must work faster.
What is he up to?
Tiny says we must work faster.
Stripy, is everything
Tiny says we must work faster.
all right? Why does he keep saying the same thing over and over?
Tiny says we must work faster. 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 Tiny says we must work faster.
Oh, that's funny.
Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster.
Oh, dear.
Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster.
I'm sure something's wrong with him. I better find Tiny. You know what to do.
It's too short, isn't it?
Yep. We need more metal sheets.
I'll go and get some. Oh,
Tiny! Tiny, are you there? Where can he be?
oh, Tiny. Sporty, something terrible's happened. My yard's empty. There's hardly a piece of metal to be seen.
What?
Someone's taken everything I've got.
But who? Who would want to do that?
Oh, I think it may be Stripy.
Stripy?
Stripy?
Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster.
Well, I'll be blowed.
Tiny says we must work faster.
Oh, crikey, if that falls down, it'll crush all our houses.
And all of us too.
Tiny says we must work faster.
Oh, what are we going to do, Tiny? Well, the first thing is to stop Stripy throwing any more metal up there.
So, let's just ask him to stop.
I don't think that'd work, Sporty. Rusty says Stripy keeps on doing the same things over and over again. So that means one of his circuits has gone funny. Hold on, I know what to do. Sporty, this is a job for you.
Yep, no problem.
Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster.
Stripey's coming!
Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster. Tiny says we must work faster.
Well done, everyone. Now he can't find any metal to pick up. He'll stop completely.
I'm afraid he won't, Tiny.
Tiny says we must work faster.
No! Stripey! No! No!
Tiny says we must work faster.
Too late. He'll wreck everything.
Oh, so what? That thing's going to fall down in a moment and flatten us anyway.
Wait a moment. What did Stripey say just now?
Tiny says we must work faster.
It's what you said when we were building the new tree, Tiny.
You're right, Sporty. OK then, there's something else I could try. I need to catch Stripey up. Can I have a lift, Sporty?
You bet.
Go, Sporty, go!
Tiny says
We must work slower.
Tiny says we must work slower. Tiny says we must work slower.
Yes, that's right, Stripey. Repeat after me. Tiny says we must work slower.
Tiny says we must work slower. Tiny says we must work slower. Tiny says we must work slower.
Come on.
Hang on, Stretchy. I've thought of a way of dealing with this.
Tiny says we must work slower. 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 Tiny says we... Oh, hello, Tiny. Rusty?
Hello, Stripey.
Stripey?
How's the work at the Oasis coming along?
Oh, slowly, you know.
Oh, so that's good then, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, what's going on over there?
Oh, looks as if our houses are safe after all.
Good old Sporty.
Sporty's so fast, isn't he? Oh, well. Takes all sorts, I suppose.
You're right there. Stripey, there's a cog missing from the day-night lever. Would you help me put it back?
Glad to be of assistance, Tiny.
Thanks. It's just there beside you.
How'd it get there?
Oh, well, it's rather a long story, Stripey.